Hello, brothers and sisters. We're the brothers from the Gathering of Christ Church. We're here to bring forth a very key topic during this time, near the end. There's been a lot of confusion on who are the people in the earth, who are the Gentiles, who are the Israelites. What was Christ's true purpose when it comes to the Gentiles and the other nations? Who are the Israelites today? Okay, and I think we've covered that, for over a year. So you should know who the Israelites are according to the Bible, but we'll touch on that a little bit also. But we want to focus on the true understanding of the Gentiles. Who are the Gentiles according to the Bible? In church, we're taught that Gentiles mean non-believers, and that everybody else can be a child of God. You're going to find that that's an incorrect definition for Gentile. Gentiles mean, Gentiles are the other races outside of the children of Israel, God's chosen people. So if you're not an Israelite, that automatically make you a Gentile through the flesh. We will attempt to have you understand the gospel to the Jews and to the Gentiles. Let's get Genesis. All right? We're going to Genesis, the 10th chapter. We need you to follow us. We'll use the Bible, the King James Version Bible. We'll use the Apocrypha. Okay? The Apocrypha was part of the original King James Version Bible. That's why we use the Apocrypha. Okay? The Protestants figured that they wanted this out of there, so them and the Catholic Church came together and got the Apocrypha banned from our records. We'll also use maps and history to show you who are the Gentiles. How is the gospel, how are we supposed to teach the gospel to the Gentiles? You need to know that. Do they matter? Most people will, you have some Israelites that will never teach a Gentile, that say that they shouldn't be taught. Is that correct? We'll see. But let's find out who are the Gentiles first. Let's go to Genesis, the 10th chapter. And let's start at the first verse. 10:1.
Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah.
The sons of Noah. We all know that all life came off of the ark. Noah had 3 sons and their wives. So 8 people lived through the flood. Right? Read.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth. We know that Shem is a chosen seed. Okay? Ham is the African races, or the Hamitic races, like the Ethiopians, the Egyptians, the North Africans, and South Africans. Okay? Then you have Japheth. Japheth are the Asians. Now, when Noah's Ark landed on Mount Ararat, and this is coming from the Macmillan Bible Atlas. I want you to pan in on this. Okay? When the boat landed on Mount Ararat, Turkey, which is in Europe, here's a detailed map of the areas that each family went after the flood. Ham went down into your Egyptian and African lands here. Okay? You had Japheth, which is the Asians. They went up into the Europe. This is Russia right here. They went up into the European areas. You see it here. All right? And then you have Shem, which is the Israelites. You have the Arabs, Ishmaelites, and all those families. They came out of the seed of Shem through Abraham. They went into these regions, not too far from Africa, in the Middle Eastern regions. Okay? Now, most people might think, okay, well, if Japheth went up into Europe, then, and the Europeans are living there today, then these people must be originally been white. But that's not the case. White people are from the seed of Esau. That's why the name is Caucasian. It means cave dweller. They was from Mount Seir. Later on, they were living in the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. So before they came down and started pushing the Asians further east, the Asians had this land. So you're going to find out that all people of the earth was conquered at one point by the Idumeans or Esau. Okay, and when they pushed these people, Japhetic people, further east, these people lost their original heritage just like other people in the earth. As far as knowing that they're from the seed of Japheth. Some of them still do know, but not on a mass scale. And when you look near the mountains, the Mongols near the Russian mountains, you will see real dark Asian people near the mountains in Russia, because that was their original landmass, Japheth. Okay, and when they talk about the Asians that went through the Bering Strait and went into certain parts of Alaska, they're from the seeds of Japheth that went into Alaska. Okay, so the Asians are the original Japhetic people, and they have, I like this book because at least this book have a more detailed look of what the original people were looking like during that time. It shows Japheth right here. Okay, as you can see the eyes, the slanted eyes. It have Ham right here. See, some of these atlas and books don't give the truth, but at least they're showing Hamitic people as dark-skinned people. And that's deep that they're showing that, because if the Hamitic or Africans were dark, Moses and the Israelites, who passed as Africans, that lived in Pharaoh's home, must have looked what? Dark. So most people would try to hide that, like some of the archaeology and some of the books, they try to hide that because they don't want you to relate yourself to the original African people, or to have you know that you look similar to them, because that'll have you question the people over in Israel today. Then you have the Persians and the Middle Easterns who look like this on some of their relics. I'm pulling this out because these are the Gentiles. Now, out of the nations came one chosen. Out of the nations came one chosen. You read about it. The people that went through the Red Sea when Moses parted the Red Sea, who was promised the land of Canaan. Their gods smit the Egyptians and destroyed them. These are Israelites. So if you're an Israelite, you are a chosen seed of God according to the flesh. If you're not an Israelite, that automatically makes you a Gentile. Okay? Now, let's go to 2 Kings. Matter of fact, let's get Deuteronomy 7 and 6 first. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Okay, we're going to run them down. The people that are of Negroid descent that came off the slave ships, where their fathers linked back to the slave ships. Whether they're in Jamaica, Haiti, whether they were on the ships that went to some parts of Brazil, because they were Judites that went to Brazil in the 1600s, or if they're the Negroes who fathers linked to the ships here in America, that automatically make them from the tribe of Judah. Okay? The seed comes through the father, not the mother. The mother bears the seed, but the nation is determined from what comes from the man. Okay? That's why when you look at nations, you don't see women named in the table of nations, because the seed comes through the father. The nation comes through the father. So there's no such thing as mixed people. All right? Let's make that clear. So if you are a descendant of those brothers and sisters that came off the ships here, that automatically make you from the tribe of Judah. You're a chosen seed. You're going to find that the nations are